Chapter 22 of Campfire Girls in the Allegheny Mountains. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Campfire Girls in the Allegheny Mountains by Stella M. Francis. Chapter 22. A Sleighride Home. That was a meeting not soon to be forgotten. It was a signal for the casting away of every element of secrecy, and Helen told her story. She told the story of her brother, of his sickness when a child, of the resultant distortion of his character into that of a man of strange and incongruous genius and weakness, and of the embarrassment he had caused her and her mother. He it was, she said, who had written the skull and crossbones letter. "Who wrote the other anonymous letter that you received at the Institute?" Hazel Edwards inquired. "I don't know," Helen replied with a faint smile. "Perhaps these boys can answer that question." "I must plead guilty to that," announced Clifford, advancing with a bow. "But what's the surprise you were going to spring?" inquired Ruth Hazelton mischievously. "Is this it?" "Now never you mind," said Clifford. "Things didn't go just right. This kidnapping affair interfered with our plans, and they are hereby called off. We didn't want you to know we were here." Two of the boys had been dispatched as messengers to Holly Hill for vehicles to take the girls back to Marion's home. About 2 o'clock in the morning, Mr. Stanlock, several of his neighbours, and 3 policemen, led by the 2 scout messengers, burst into the room and announced that they had brought 3 bobsleds to give them all a sleigh ride. And a glorious sleigh ride home it was, for all except the 2 prisoners, whom the police took into custody. The story of the Campfire Girls in the Mountains is told, all but the subtitle. A Christmas Success Against Odds. There was a real success in store for them. The police made a raid, but found that the criminal element that had gained a throttle hold on the labour organisation in the mines had cleared out so clean that not a living vestige of them could be discovered. The way was now clear, and the Campfire Girls carried out their original plans successfully and much to the benefit of the poverty-stricken families of the strikers. But the history of Flamingo Campfire is by no means complete with this narrative. It seemed to be a peculiar lot of these girls to become associated or in touch with events of novel, interesting, and sometimes thrilling character, and those who would follow their further experiences along these lines should read the second volume of this series, entitled Campfire Girls in the Country, or The Secret Aunt Hannah Forgot. End of Chapter 22. End of Campfire Girls in the Allegheny Mountains, or A Christmas Success Against Odds, by Stella M. Francis.